G'day and welcome to another video. In today's lesson we're going to make this beautiful little rosette. This pattern was created by Laureen from creationcrochet.com. I would like to say a huge thank you to Laureen for allowing me to make a video on her pattern. The free written pattern can be found on creationcrochet.com and I will put a link in the description box so you can go and check it out. So let's get started on the lesson. For our supplies, we're going to need a yarn needle with a large eye, a pair of scissors, a crochet hook to go with your yarn. I'm using a worsted weight or a 10 ply yarn and I'm using a 4mm or a G size crochet hook. This is a 10 ply or worsted weight cotton, but you can use 8 ply or double knit if you prefer, and I would suggest a 3mm or about an F size crochet hook. As long as you have tight tension with the yarn that you have chosen, that's all that we're worried about. So leaving a long tail about 18 inches long, between 18 and 24 it suggests, we're going to make a slip knot. And the reason we're leaving that long tail is so we have something to sew the flower or the rosette together. What's rosette flower? At the end of when we finish, we've got something to sew it together with. So once we've got our slip knot, we're going to, and you can do a slip knot any way you like, we're going to chain 25. So that's 25 chains. And we're going to skip the first one and single crochet into the second chain from the crochet hook. Don't count the one that's already on our crochet hook. This is number 1 and that's number 2. So we're going to single crochet in there. Chain 1, skip a space and single crochet in the next. So skip this chain, single crochet in the next one. Chain 1, skip a chain, single crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next. We're going to repeat this all the way across, doing a chain 1, skip 1, and single crochet in the next. Repeat this across, and I'll meet you when we are near the end. When we get to the end, I've done a chain 1 and I'm going to single crochet in the last chain. And that will give us 12 chain 1 spaces. So you should have 12. I've already counted mine, so I know I have 12. And we're going to turn and into the first 3 spaces, so the first 3 chain 1 spaces, which are quite hard to find, but if you kind of put your finger and your thumb in there, you'll find it eventually. In the first 3 we're going to work 3 single crochet and a slip stitch. So go into the space and do a single crochet 3 times. And then we're going to slip stitch back in the same stitch. Into the next one, we're going to work 3 single crochet. And slip stitch in the same stitch. Same space. Into the next space, we're going to work 3 single crochet. And then slip stitch. Going to grab some more yarn. So we've got the first 3 is a single crochet, yep. And into the next 4 spaces we're going to work 4 half double crochet. So finding the next one, work 4 half double crochet. and we're going to slip stitch in the same space. So go in there, work a slip stitch, into the next space. We're going to work chain 1 space. We're going to work 4 half double crochet, and then work a slip stitch in the same chain 1 space into the next one. Mine are really tiny, but they will fit. We're going to work 4 half double crochet, and then slip stitch in the same space. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Into the next space we're going to work 4 half double crochet, and a slip stitch. Into the next 4 spaces we're going to work 5 double crochet this time, trying to find the hole there we go. To work 5 double crochet, so it's pulling through 3, 2 and 2. We need 5 all together, so it's 3, so that's 5, and then slip stitch, I think it was, let me just double check, yep, slip stitch in the same space. This is a bit fiddly, it's not just you, because we don't have much to hang on to, so into the next one we're going to work 5 double crochet, now let's count 1, 2, 3, I think that's 4. If we get an extra one in there, it's really not going to matter. You won't notice. So we've got 1, 2. We need to slip stitch in the same space. Okay, so in the next one as well, we need to do 5. Once you get 1 stitch in there, it's alright. 5 double crochet. Oops. I'm not used to working with cotton. It just acts differently. Two, 3, 4 and 5. And then slip stitch in the same space. I think that's 4 lots. Lost count now. We had 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of half double. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Do another one of double crochet, so we need 5 double crochet, Then we're going to work a slip stitch. Into the last one, we're going to do a double crochet, half double crochet, and 2 single, and a slip stitch. Oops. And then we're going to fasten off, and we can leave a short tail on this end. That's looking very cool. So now we can start winding our yarn, winding our flower. We're just going to twist it around to make the center. And try and get it quite tight. We're going to stitch it at the back. And we're going to wind and stitch as we go. So you're stitching through the chain from the beginning chain. Then also, so you're going through the beginning chain here, and then also into the base that we've already created here. So you're going to wind it and then stitch it. Have another look, wind and stitch. I'm trying to do this so you can actually see what I'm doing, and it's not as easy as it looks. So wind, get the bit out, and then stitch. So it's important to check it before you stitch it, otherwise you might be stitching and looking great on the back, but the front of it's going to look like a disaster zone. We don't want that. So we can finish stitching that down, and when you're on your last part you want to just secure it off so it doesn't come undone. So just before you close the loop you're going to go through and then pull tight and stitch down any, I just noticed that was loose on the edge there, so I'm going to stitch that down and fasten off again. Flip it over and just make sure that it's fastened down, because sometimes this bit can actually fall out and it does look quite weird. So I'm just going to make sure that should be okay, but I'm going to actually run a stitch through the middle. So come up through the middle. I'm going to go back down, but going to make sure it's a really small stitch so you don't notice it. And now your yarn is actually in the middle where it should be. So you need to sew in that end, so you can get rid of that. Leave that long just in case you want to sew it to a project. I know I have to because I'm sewing it to the adult spring or Easter hat by creationcrochet.com. That's designed by Laureen. So I'd like to say a huge thank you to Laureen for allowing me to make this video with a gorgeous little flower. That is so cute. So you can just sort of shape it the way you want. And here's one I prepared earlier. This is the small one, so I'll put the link for that one as well. Isn't that cute? It looks so adorable on the hat. And again, here's one I prepared earlier. We have leaves. We've got a medium and a small one. And these are going to go on the pattern. And doesn't that just look adorable? These go onto the hat pattern. I'm not sure how they sit on the hat pattern. I'll have to have a look at the photos. But they go onto the hat and they're going to look so, so cute. So all the links for all of these, as well, including the hat, will be in the description box, which is normally under the video when you're watching it on YouTube, or it could be to the side. So pop these aside because that's not what video we're talking about. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. I hope you can make lots of these flowers and add them to all your creations. Share them on our Facebook page because we'd love to see what you guys have been up to, and also the colours that you've used. Please subscribe as we have videos uploaded all the time to Bob Wilson 123. If you would like to check out more of my videos, click on my username and that will take you straight to my channel with lots of videos to watch. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy crochet!